cloud infrastructure, data centers to allow people to work in the office or from home. And then you contrast that, guys, with a Meta that's spending $10 billion on the metaverse. We don't really know what that is, but it is something that doesn't exist physically. So they're building the technology behind it. It's interesting to see where these companies are putting their money. But again, I pressed Pichai on whether or not they would have to scale that back. They said they'd remain nimble, but no, they are pushing ahead despite sort of the market turbulence, despite what he's seeing on the inflation and economic front.
People need to know, Deirdre just got a great interview. I've been trying to get that interview for 2.5 years I've tried to get that interview. You are so good at your job. You really are. You know how hard. I always try to poach him. No, that's just a great interview.
You've got so many of the good people down here. They love you in San Francisco. So anytime.
No, you're too kind. I love coming out there and see you because you are so good at your job.
The first Fang to bottom. That's going to be a good one to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but we'll listen. We'll watch for it.
By the way, I have Micron on tonight. Now, that stock sells at 6 times earnings. Sanjay Mehrotra. IPNI Global last night, the largest foundry in this country. That stock's down. It won't go down in a straight line, Carl. There are things that look good to me. I reiterate that Disney, the people who weren't on the call really hated it. Those who were on the call, like what I do. It was a good quarter.
Yeah. We'll watch Disney back to 102, Tesla back to 718, Dow cut its opening losses roughly in half. A reminder, by the way, you can always get in on the CNBC Investing Club with Jim, cnbc.com/join the club, or use the QR code on the screen. And watch bonds. PPI kind of got buried a bit by all the results.
The Goldman call that we're going into Goldman. Hey, that's like Bob Dylan. You don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. No, you actually did. Dylan got that one wrong. Desolation Row. Okay, who wrote Wagon Wheel?
Who wrote it?
Yeah.
I know the Darius Rucker version, but
Bob Dylan. But he left out all those cities.
Very nice. Core PPI up 4/10. We were looking for 6, and there's the 10-year below 286.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Tire Agent. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Tire Agent's payment plan subject to approval. Terms apply. Available at tireagent.com/terms.
Do you need new tires but find it difficult to pay the full amount all at once? At Tire Agent, you can buy name brand tires now and pay later with easy payment plans starting at $0 down and no credit required. Get your new tires and get peace of mind from Tire Agent today. Text TIRES to 64,000 and get the tires you need today. Plus, get up to $100 back on a set of 4 tires. Text TIRES to 64,000.
Rob tried to manage his constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating day after day. After realizing it was irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, he found another way and finally said yes to adding Linzess.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Jose, how much longer till this dough's ready?
No one can bake gluten-free vegan goodies better than Surrey.
Wait, both Jim and Marion's last days are the same day?
But he needs to whip up a new shift lead without interviews burning his time.
Gotta get interviewing before my calendar is cooked. Oh, can you start?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from the Indeed dashboard, so you can stay organized and connected all the way to the hire. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm CNBC's Scott Wapner. Your midday market strategies are on Halftime Report, weekdays noon Eastern, CNBC, Sirius XM 112.
CNBC events, unique in-person experiences, high-impact sponsorship opportunities, and actionable insights, led by renowned CNBC anchors and reporters. Visit CNBCevents.com to learn more.
Tapestry and Dillard's were trading pretty well pre-market. Tapestry's actually going to lead the S&P here, up almost 11, as they assume the China lockdown, they say, will lift in June.
Wow.
Interesting headline out of the call. Etsy's going to join you along with Under Armour and some other apparel makers. We'll get Stop Trading with Jim in a minute.
Hello, this is Dave Matthews.
Some artists are just a whole different thing live.
It's still really exciting.
Keep up with Dave Matthews Band's 2022 tour during the Friday Night Concert Series. Weekly live broadcasts on the band's exclusive Sirius XM channel.
If we can give as much of ourselves to the audience, then that's success.
Starting tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Live from Woodlands, Texas. On Dave Matthews Band Radio, Channel 30, and on the SXM app.
Joel, since Kansas, we've taken our own path. We've never done what everyone else did. We took on the fear. We ignored the doubt. We loved the excitement. We believed. Even when our path didn't make sense to everyone else, we kept going. We keep going until our path is the one they wish they had taken.
There are many ways to buy the S&P 500, but only one way allows you to own the sectors you like best. Sector Spider ETFs. Is it so radical to be so rational? Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Go to sectorspiders.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully. Sector Spiders, the 11 sectors of the S&P 500. On Closing Bell Overtime, Skybridge Capital's Anthony Scaramucci navigates the market volatility and weighs the warnings and opportunities from crypto's collapse. A CNBC exclusive today. Watch or listen live on the CNBC app.
I've been having stomach troubles. It's either yogurt, pork, or citrus. Or almonds. Or maybe it's cinnamon. Now, I could start by removing a lot of things from my diet and adding them back in one at a time until I find the culprit. Or I could find out what might actually be bothering me before removing and adding foods back in again. I'm gonna do that.
Open Trading puts you in control of credit trading, where over 1,800 trading firms access nearly $16 billion in daily liquidity, saving $1.6 billion in transaction costs. Market access.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com.
It's time for Jim and Stop Trading.
I have guests in the studio. We're going outside this morning. And I tell you, one of them that we're going to be talking about tonight is Diamondback, and that's the one to watch. It sells at 5 times earnings. It's doing incredibly well. They're turning a huge amount of capital. You're going to get 8-9% dividend. They're really a fantastic company. Buy it. Its symbol's FANG. It's the only FANG worth buying. Now, I have a firm. The stock's down a lot. Let's see if they really have the credit risk that we found from some other companies this week that we'll leave the name out. Micron could be very important. I'm seeing Lam Research going up. Maybe they're going to say that things aren't that bad. And Molson Coors had its first good quarter in many, many years because Gavin Hattersley knows how to run. He's a beer guy. I mean, I went out to dinner with him, and I said, look, I'll have a mezcal. And he goes, I'm a beer guy. I said, okay, I'll have a Coors Light.
That's going to be an important lineup tonight.
Yeah, it's not stopping anymore.
Yeah.
I've had it. I've decided to go into overdrive. I'm going to do the show Sunday from my house. If you want, I've got some friends over.
Weekend
it's going to be
edition.
good. Weekend edition.
Like when Squawk used to do Squawk weekends.
This is one of those moments where people either hide under the bed and are scared, or they help people. And I'm going with Max Mo help. All right. And so are you.
The viewers are grateful, Jim, because right now we need it. Everybody needs it.
We got to crush it now. This is our World Series. We better show up.
We'll see you at 6.
Absolutely.
Mad Money, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. When we come back, more reaction to Apple today. Under pressure, losing its title as the world's most valuable company as we're down to 141. Dow's down 230.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. That's the
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Oh, I have to cough immediately. Oh, excuse me. This is your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. And I'm having issues breathing right now. I had to run up the stairs, spilled my coffee on my other shirt right before going live. I had to run, change the shirt, throw that shirt in the laundry, and bleach it because it was a white shirt. And now I'm back. So I'm breathing a little heavy. Whew. Anyway, let me hit the record here. I hope you guys are doing good today. How's your day going? Are you okay? When you get here, do the social media thing, please. You know what it is. I just want to say, I hope you are okay. I hope you're doing okay. I had to take yesterday off because I closed on the house yesterday, closing of the selling of my house. Had a lot of paperwork to do, had a lot of notary to do. Was going to try to go live, but in the end, I just could not do it with the timing of my day yesterday. And I wanted to so bad because, man, oh man, that's all I got to say is, oh man, are things crazy right now. That's it. That's what I need to say to you. So, today's show, I'm going to try to move something over here. I forgot to add this to the show here, so I'm going to go ahead and add this in here now. And go whoop, bink, so I can send this over and then click on it to bring it up later when we switch over. Anyway, today's show, we're a news-centric show today. Most definitely news-centric. And we're going to focus on, obviously, this crypto crash, the stable coins, XRP, some other stuff, and Elon Musk and Charles Hoskinson and Coinbase and Luna. Today is a day of news. We need to look around the whole news, the whole market, to see what is being expected. And when I say this to you, yes, I have officially seen a 16-cent call for XRP. I'm not calling that yet. Not yet. I need some things to happen before I call that. But I am seeing 30 cents. And we'll get into that. And of course, we've got the last part of the new creation scriptures, which we're going to talk about. Where does my help come from? So that's going to be our focus today. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's what we're going to do today. So I'm here with you. Let me get some lights going because I'm looking. See if I can get a little light before we start hitting record on things. Oh, is that better? It's a little better. Let's turn this one up. Aha! There we go. That natural sunlight today is not the best. So we are here. We are here. We are here. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And I'm going to move this over here so I can watch things move. Yeah, man, the exchanges shut down and everything yesterday. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and fade to black and jump into long sum, short sum and get this show rolling. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. But if you're watching this section in a small section later, this is long sum, short sum. And this is the part of the show where we talk about the market from a technical perspective. So this show breaks it in three. We do three sections, long sum, short sum, which is what you're watching right now. Like I said, we break this market down from a technical perspective using charts. Easiest way, charts. We're going to chart out the markets. Then in the second section, which is next, is called our daily topics. We're going to chart out, we're going to look at the market from a news cycle perspective. And then in the third, completing the Trinity, we do the new creation section last, and that is looking at the markets from a biblical perspective. So now that you're here, please do that social media thing, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell at the top so you can be notified when I go live. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever it may be, remember this is also Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Amazon Music, Spotify, wherever you can find a podcast, that's where we are. 3 of them uploaded today. So let's get ready and loaded for our very first one of the day, shall we? Now, let me go ahead and go big screen for you guys so we don't have to worry. There we go. About a thing, every little thing's gonna be all right. You know why I say that? Because it will be, and we're going to go through it. Now, in the short term, going to be a little scary. And what I mean by a little scary is Bitcoin is down 29.3% over the last 7 days at $28,035. Ethereum is under $2,000 at $1,900, down 35.4% in a day. Tether, we're watching, is at 99 cents. Right now, it actually kind of been deep pegging, so we're going to discuss that today. The USD coin has been holding steady. BNB is down 34.2% at $264.87. XRP is the one that is hurting me right now because that is the only asset I am holding during this volatility. The only asset I am holding during this volatility. Can't put it in a stable coin right now because I don't trust it. So XRP is at 37.02. Down 42%. And that's not bad since it's only got 3 more tokens ahead of it. And they're all down 29, 35, 34, and XRP at 42. And then we really hit some numbers. Cardano down 48% at 45.7%. Solana down 7 days, 53.5% at $43. Dogecoin down 44.4% at 7.5 cents. Polkadot down 50.3%. At $8.11, and we haven't seen this in a while. Wrapped Bitcoin at 27,846, down 30%. And then something I haven't heard of and never started is Lido staked Ether at 36.8 at 1,858. So that's Ether and Ethereum repeating, it looks like to me. And then Avalanche at 28.51, down 57.5%. And in the 15th spot as a stable coin, it's Terra USD at 59 cents, down 40.7 cents from its pegged dollar. And that's what we're at today. And I don't want to go through okay, we're going to go through some charts. Mainly because that's what this part is. I want to say hello to Good Morning Crypto Fan, which his name is Lee Lord. So good morning, Lee out of Houston. It's good to see you, brother. This is very similar, talking to Lee, that we saw in March of 2020. And if you guys don't know, I communicate with guys out here. We talk. This is about learning and educating. And he got a text message from me in March of 2020 by 3 o'clock in the morning that everything was coming down. And it did. It came down fast and it came down furious and it V-bottomed out of there. We're not seeing that right now. We are not seeing a V-bottom. In fact, we're seeing down movement, down movement, down movement. And so what we need to look at first is obviously this was 100% an idea that did not pan out, because I said that we'd like this to hold, or we're going down lower, right? Like real low. And I said down to the 1.414. And here's the positive about this. We're getting our first bounce. Look at that little bitty guy. Look at that little bitty guy. Hold on. I see green. Little bitty guy. Look at this. So, we're going to zoom all the way on the 1 minute. where it needs to hold, this bounce needs to hold. And I know this is on the 1 minute chart for the composite, okay? So really, in reality, that means nothing, right? But RSI trying to hold in a bullish area. So we need to watch. And as I say that, let's see if this breaks low. Boom. Never mind. Take that out. Take that away. And this is why, you know how many trades I have open right now? 0. Long some, short some, it's a sit on the side. Take your cash and go to the side. If you're hodling, huddle out. This is not all going to 0. I'll tell you that. But trying to long and short some right now and trying to completely catch a bottom is going to be hard. Now, I did do a couple things specifically this morning in Disney, which I already took profit. I shorted Disney. Okay, we shorted Disney from 105, literally 105 to 102, 101. I'm sorry, 105 to 99.75 and 101, right? Because it took profit here and then stopped me off here. So I got some good gains there in Disney this morning. Tapestry was another one. I actually already cut it. It's still running, but I cut it already. You see how high that came up here? I cut it up there. So my entry point was here. We cut it like at 29.30. I know that's not crypto, but this is the stock market. Tapestry, for you guys that don't know, is does Coach and Kate Spade and all that. They had really good earnings calls. So same reason I shorted Disney this morning from here, got out here. In other words, shorted, took profit, stopped out, and now it's back above. And really, because it was already pushed down so much here on the 5 minute, I went ahead and got out. And Tapestry is one that it just fired up. And I mean, it's been pushing down. Volume came in, but you see how it kind of took me down a little bit on that ride when I entered it? Just a little bit, right? And then fired out and got some profit over there. So it's not too bad. I am in a Bank of America long. That broke this morning down. So we'll see if that works. Wells Fargo I have not taken, but Wells Fargo is something I am looking at specifically. And I know this is not crypto related, but Wells Fargo I'm looking at specifically in the banks. And what we need to see is that and I'll tell you what the story is soon, which is the Dixie. As that continues to push, we need to see what is happening. I'm also looking at Intuit as a possible long here. As you can see, the green is set up as an entry point. So I'm trying to watch Intuit as well. Roblox, I was looking at that thing, and that thing did fire up this morning. I missed it. I forgot to recheck that this morning because I wasn't sure if this was an A or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like an ABC, and to come back down and test 20. So I wanted to watch it. It came down to 22 and fired back out. Now, why am I telling you guys this? Because people only trade in the crypto market that like to watch this show a lot. And I'm here to tell you that everything that we learn on this show specifically, guys, can be applied to all markets. So when we see things like the UST depegging, USDT having issues, you can't really put your money in Bitcoin and trade Bitcoin right now, right? Because Bitcoin is going to drop another 40% from here probably. So we need to figure out where to make our money. And this is to show, I know we focus on Christ and crypto, but this is the markets in general, right? You come here to learn how to make money in the markets and to hear about Christ, right? So these are things that we look for as well. BlackRock, I was supposed to long this morning. Was looking at this too. That's up, moving. BlackRock, we'll get into that and who they are. So I have been asked, and here's Berkshire Bank that I've been looking at too. Berkshire Hathaway, looking at for a short to come in. GM, look at that. I'm looking, okay, so you see that green here? That means I'm looking to enter down here at $30 for GM. Just to give you a heads up. $30 is what I'm looking at. Okay? So, Cisco is also one that I was watching. And this is kind of why we're shifting here. Why are we shifting here? You're like, come on, dude. Why are we shifting there? Well, let's look at this. And I'll tell you why. Here's Luna. Now, that's an hour. Let me just zoom this here. Do you see this? This is Luna at $77. This is now Luna at a penny. And you're like, wow, that's insane. Well, here's what's even more insane. 3 days ago, the market cap of Luna was $20 billion. Let me scratch my bad mustache. Now it's 3.29 million. And dropping. As I said 2 days ago, Luna is a dead project. It's dead. As soon as the stable coin depegged, it was dead. And so I know there's been people out there trying to buy Luna, but you're forgetting to look at the market cap. So the more you buy and the more it continues to go down, right? It's dangerous. Why is it dangerous? Because as I said a couple days ago, right? And I'm going to go here. Here's why. If these don't hold, and this is what we're looking at the stock market, and this is what sucks, is that crypto is 100% correlated to the stock market. So it's not this or that. Now, the events of making the stock market dump, or the equities market dump more, is different, right? I mean, it doesn't move the same percentage, but it moves together. And so right now, we are seeing, Lord willing, holding green on the hourlies, right at very pivotal, second pivotal points. Okay? Now, I say this at the same time because look at Dixie. Dixie also broke the high here in December of 2016, which was the start of the massive market. Now, listen to me here, and tomorrow we'll break in after this, after the market pumps overnight. It's kind of what I'm sort of expecting, a little green tomorrow, if not one more sellout for the weekend. I told you guys that starting Monday, I'm going to put the money in over the weekend. Right now, I have cash on the side that I was waiting specifically for trading, not for buying and hodling, but for trading these assets because I believe it was towards the end. Now, I'm going to be honest. Did I see... okay. This is going to... one of two things. I saw this, but I did not expect it. Okay? I saw this, but I did not expect it. Now, let me tell you what else I'm seeing here with XRP. And this is how I'm going to close it, because this is important. And I said this a while ago. And I was like, man, I see a 47-cent XRP on the table. Okay? And now that 47-cent XRP came to hit the 0.5. And I was like, nah. But I said, and I was having conversation, but I said, if XRP goes to 47 cents, will XRP go to 30? And why did I do that? Because I was looking at Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin dumps, everything else dumps. Now, here's the catch. Well, why don't you sell all your crypto and buy back in lower? All the exchanges yesterday shut down. And this is the issue. Why? It's buy and hold. If you try to sell and try to get in towards the bottom, right? And try to get in towards the bottom, it's going to lock up. I'll give you an example. KuCoin yesterday, we margin trade. Once it hit 45 cents, it froze. You couldn't trade, you couldn't buy. It said 45 cents, but the market continued to go down to 37. So everything froze, and anyone in any type of trade was liquidated yesterday. So much that over $1 billion has been liquidated. So you got to be very careful. I told the little bro, I said, man, I'm on the side. Once I saw this chart right here, and this is what I did. You guys know I'm about my inverse parabolas, right? I also told you once things reject at the 0.5, once we see this rejection, right? I've talked about this. That 0.5 rejection right there, which was April 5th. I said, oh no. And then we had a rejection on the 0.4 exactly on the parabola end of April. I was like, man, you know, my thought process was maybe it rejects, come down and double taps and gets up out of here. But the moment it broke low here, I exited all of my trading positions. Hodling, we don't know because you can't get in and out. You can't get in and out. Luna has been completely stopped trading. UST has been completely trading, right? And we can see this as I go here. Actually, I want to go to UST for a second. This is a concern. Yeah, we have this side of the peg when it launched over here, and that's a lot of people buying or selling. I'm not sure what was happening here. I know this, though, but it depegged in the positive way. Way up to 109 on Coinbase. And I'm not sure what that's about. I'll have to look into that. Wonder what happened, though. I don't think I have a water. And now, you have it depegging down to 94 cents. And to me, excuse me, you shouldn't have targets hitting on a stable coin. So this is what, oh man, my cat has been in this room last night and I am coughing. Let me mute this while I cough. I'm sorry. Yep. I don't even have water up here. Oh yeah, I do. I'll do that during the break. Anyway, so this is what we're watching with the stable coin. And it came down to 94 cents. So we got to be very careful. Why? Because this is the stable coin. And what did it do at first? Man, I need to go over here. 3-minute chart on the stable coin. Okay. See this move right here? I know this sounds insane, but we're going to zoom into this move right here. See here? 98, 97. Then boom. And this is what concerned. Down to 92. So, read that one. So, when we have USDT, is this the market cap or something? Yeah, let's go here. So when we have USDT doing this move, coming back up, the question is that a bunch of selling pressure? Right? Was that a bunch of selling pressure that caused this slight deviation? Or is this the beginning of something? And that's the concern. That's why I have my money on the side. Not to mention, 8 has gone insanely down, up. I mean, everything is all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. And this is the concern. The market cap, excluding Bitcoin, is actually is $667 billion. And what concerns me, again, is Luna was at 22.4 billion. That's what left the market, just in Luna. Now, I don't believe that went somewhere else, right? That is moved into USD or USDT, then moved into USC or USC, the dollar, right? Or the fiat, whatever fiat it is. And so when you see this, you got to be concerned. You got to be. Now, again, I told you my plan. I've been on step that says on Monday, I'm going to do my plan to turn $1 into $5. That sounds crazy, but that's all I'm going to talk about next week. How can I turn $1 into $5 and walk through my progress with you? So this is long sum, short sum. There's not much to say except, guys, be careful out there. A lot of people are trying to take chances specifically on Luna. That is what's going to get you in trouble. What I've learned is, yeah, you lose money in margin trading, but the money you just hodl, that's what's going to be there. We can't predict what the market's going to do, how long it's going to take. We can only guess bounces, educated guesses. That's all long sum, short sum is educated guesses. Nobody gets everything right. So if you're wrong right now, it's okay. I've never gotten everything right. The goal is to win some more than you lose some. Maybe not that day, but on a yearly basis. So that's what we're going to start on Monday. We'll start looking at tokens tomorrow, what we're going to do, but on Monday, I'm going to walk you through that. So none of it's financial advice, but if you want to follow along, you're more than welcome to follow along. I'm going to turn $1 into $5 next week. That is the goal. And you know what? I can't be mad about the crypto crash, as I told the wife, because yeah, it sucks that I'm seeing my portfolio bleed. It's ugly. But the plan the whole time was to have cash on the side, wait. Once we sold the house, right? So we got some extra cash to buy a different house. And I said, you know what? It's lining up perfectly. It's lining up perfectly. The Lord is working the way, and everything lost on the way down can be made so much faster on the way up. So we're going to see how that works out, and I'm going to show it to you. But right now, as we're watching, Luna is officially under a penny. It's a dead project. $2.63 million now. Very small market cap. So again, be careful, guys. This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. This is long sum, short sum, the first section of the day. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please make sure you do that social media thing, like, subscribe, all the podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon. Do that thing. I appreciate you guys so much. Talk to you tomorrow. God bless, and let's get on to the next section. Shall we? Let's hit that outro. Okay, we're back. Let me see what Lee said here. The best analysis, thanks for this. Oh, brother, I appreciate you, man. We've been learning this together. That's the crazy thing about this is Lee is somebody who's been there since before anybody actually I talked to on this channel. He was the first one. I know a lot of people I've met through this channel, but he was the first one, and I've chit-chatted with him and, and just watching and learning and growing in the market. You have to learn from every single thing. Remember this, guys. Good morning, Alex Sheet, by the way. Good to see you, brother. I'm happy to see you. God bless. Good morning to you. Remember, we're in times that nobody has ever seen. All these people can say this. The Warren Buffetts, right? The Charlie Mungers, the Bill Gates, the Peter Thiels, the Mike Novogratz, the Peter Griffins, the Bart Simpsons, the American Dads. Everybody can say anything they want right now. But the truth is, guys, nobody has seen this. Nobody thought a stable coin would dump like this. This is BitConnect. This is Mt. Gox, right? This is our version. BitConnect 4 years ago, Mt. Gox 8 years ago, now this. Every single time there's some type of run, there's some type of attack. And crypto has made it through. And as we've all said, all these cryptos will go to zero. 99 will go to zero at some point, right? So do your research and make sure what you have is real and viable. So my money's in XRP. It will stay in XRP. I don't play around with these other tokens for a reason. And this is why. Because I'm a hodler. And what goes down must come up. And we know the crypto market hasn't had a run yet. We're just being elongated because the United States is on attack. And we're going to talk about some of that today. Well, really tomorrow. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the daily topics, guys. And get things rolling. Let me go ahead and get... I'm going to try to get my Spotify thing up real quick so we can get ready for our long sum, short sum. Boom. Okay. Now let me go ahead and move this on over to long sum, short sum, on air. Topic intro. All right, guys, you ready to get in the topic intro? Let's fade to black and let's get it. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto, where every single day we come to you 9 a.m. live, and we talk about the market in three. The first way we look at the market in a section called Long Sum, Short Sum, which is looking at the markets from a chart and technical perspective. The second part of the show is where we look at the market from a news perspective, and we call that the Daily Topics. Welcome. That's what you are watching right now. And next, we will have our new creation scripture section, which focuses on the markets from a biblical perspective. But since you are here right now watching our Daily Topics, please remember to do the social media thing. Like, subscribe, follow on the different channels. We have the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the Spotify, the Audibles, you know, do what it does. This show does not have sponsorship, so this is my sponsorship. I also, last but not least, wrote a book called Learning to Love in the Wilderness, where I don't know where I put it just now. It's normally close, but it's not. Right here. That's another way that you can help sponsor the show, or you can write me a DM or an email, charles@newcreationcapital.com, and I'll just shoot you a free book. Because this is not financial advice, this is life advice, and the best life advice I can give you is follow my Savior. Outside of that, let's do what it do, because man, has it been crazy today, yesterday, all the time. It's just been, we are living in a simulation. And all the crazy things going on with investors, they are worried about Elon Musk. Now, I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just showing you some news today. Main thing is Elon has triggered the left. Elon has triggered the left so much that the SEC is investigating late submission of a public form related to a stock purchase. Late submission? He said he was thinking about buying it. He offered. It's been out, and they're still going to come after him because that is what it is. The FTC is investigating whether Musk violated the law by failing to report a large purchase over Twitter, which is quite public that he's been trying to buy it. In fact, he hasn't actually finished it yet. But the it says it seems unlikely the investigation will halt the acquisition. Now the question is the acquisition still going to happen? Here's why I say that, and I'll be quick. Twitter's at 45.28 right now. He offered $54. The 1-to-1, 54.20 or something like that. The 1-to-1. That's up here. Ever since his offer, at this point in time, the price is down 17.1%. 17.1%. So the question is here, will that still go through? So that's just some news. The liberals are coming after Twitter. I'm sorry, Elon. You know, the whole free speech thing. You know, he's about against people speaking their mind. You know, two opinions. That is what it is. Okay, moving on. Now here's the story. Again, this is why we do what we do, man. Because people can have all they want, all the places that they want, but I am telling you right now, why? For instance, we just filed with the CFTC. New Creation Capital is filing right now with the CFTC. We're in the application process. I was just approved Tuesday. This is cool. Well, approved Tuesday to apply. Like, you got to go through some steps, right? So you got to apply, and they got to say, well, now that you're here, now that you're acting as currency managers or trading managers or all that stuff as a company, you've done it. Where are your funds at? Okay, now your funds at a certain thing. Now you have to apply. Now you qualify to apply. We applied, and now they said, hey, good, you're good to go. Now go ahead and finish the application, right? Now we have LLCs in Wyoming, 2 in Texas, 1 in Illinois, right? So, and not one in Florida yet. Oh, working on the one in Miami. Okay, so we have to, New Creation Capital in general, has got to get its bearings. And here's the thing is that we guys know that this pace is crazy, and everyone's like, oh, why are you all over the place? Why is things changing all the time? Just look at regulation. Look at the space. It changes every day. So you have to be patient. And if you're trying to get wealthy overnight, it can happen. Right? You can make some serious money, but I'm trying to get generational wealthy, right? And so, yes, it's taken a little bit longer, but people that rush into it, Coinbase is a perfect example, rushed into it, actually IPO'd at the top at $430 was their IPO. $430 was their IPO. What is Coinbase right now? $53. Now, if I zoom all the way out, and we see where it IPO'd at, right there, we're going to see from the top, we know what, we'll just give it the second top. We'll say 375 and be safe. 86%. Actually, as of this morning, it came down 88%. So that's Coinbase right now. And I think you guys really have to understand the companies doing it slow in the right way are the ones that's going to be here in the long term. If we just jumped in, New Creation and did a SPAC here or a DAO here, ICO here, raise $500 million and then another $500 million, which we could have because we have been in some tech stuff. And I just, anybody who knows, I have paused and we are moving in. We're in XRP. We're going to hold through the volatility, right? And then let regulation lie where it may lie. And then from there, be able to really help make people money. The right way, the positive way, because I believe they're going to get rid of all this for retail investors. Retail investors are not going to be able to invest in this space. And I knew this a long time ago. So when we launched in 2020, January 8th, 2020, New Creation Capital launched. And I told people who came, hey, we're here for when the retail investor is not allowed to own crypto anymore, not allowed to own XRP, XLM, Quant, not allowed to sell those, not allowed to get those off exchanges in America. That's why we are here, so we can be the people who can help you change your life. Coinbase is, they delisted XRP, but kept EOS and all these other meme coins and all this. And now they have said, hey, if we fall off and the company goes bankrupt, you can lose your crypto holdings because their company is your crypto holdings are a part of Coinbase. Now we use Nexo specifically to hodl, and we do have Coinbase custody, right? And our money is insured by the banks, FDIC, up to $275 million. So if they do something stupid, we're insured. And that's good. So they're saying this, the fact that this came out at the same time, this is FUD, but beyond all FUD. But it's true FUD because that's what they say. Now, it's hard to talk to people when you got clients. People freak out. It's money. But I tell you, when you invest, you leave it alone. Let it set. You got your other money on the side that you can play with. And, there's a good chance you will lose this play with side money because you're in and out of the market so much. But be careful because you never know. Let me see if I can find it. You never know when this is going to happen. So therefore, you have to be very, very careful in what you invest in. Very, very careful in what you invest in. Speaking of, let's listen to this guy. I'm going to mute my mic real quick and I'm going to play him.
I wonder how many of these companies you think are entering the space just because it's hot and there's a lot of funding versus the ones that will still be here, 2 to 5 years later.
95% are going to die.
Yeah.
95% are going to die. Yeah. There's also entertainment in watching companies die too.
There's entertainment. Oh man, that's so evil. At least you get to learn from it, right? I wonder.
You hear that? This guy right here who just laughed 8 days ago is the owner of Luna, Terra Luna. 95% of the company going on, they're all going to die. He laughs.
That too.
There's entertainment. Oh man,
there's entertainment in watching those crash. Entertainment and watching those crash. That is where it is. That's what he says. So, what are your thoughts on that? I just want to play that for you because when you get over the top cocky, right? Over the top cocky, they attack you. See that smile? He's not smiling anymore. When that was done, $29 billion, $30 billion was the market cap for Luna. Today, 2.13 million. $99%. 99%. And as you see here, Bitcoin is in the process of possibly going to 20K. And I've said this. I think 18K to 15K is now in the works. But Luna is at under a penny, zero. $1.28 billion liquidated in hours. If you had your money in stablecoins, liquidated. If you move your money off the market, how are you going to get it back on without paying fees and exchanges? So people want to know, well, holding is just not a smart idea. Says who? In fact, I can show you the facts that if you hold through a bull run every single year or every 4 or 5 years, you are in profit. Now, if you bought the tops, you're not in profit. The only thing that if you bought the tops, the only thing that has topped is Bitcoin on the major market caps, right? Sometimes you just got to wait. Remember, the investments, stock market, that's 5-10 year investments, guys. If again, I listen to me when I tell you this. Best advice I can give you. Don't gamble in the markets with crap coins, right? Don't gamble in the markets with crap coins. I said it. Yeah, you'll make some, but they're going to make you lock it up. And when they lock it up, it's going to die. I don't gamble with that. I got into XRP at under 10 cents. So overall, I'm up, right? But that doesn't mean people who got in $1.50 are up. But you got to hold it out. We're in a precipice time. A lot of you people who are in the market for the first time never even paid attention to the markets. In other words, understanding what's going on in the stock market. The stock market is correlated. That's why a pump is coming. I'm watching these. If these hold tomorrow, you better get your bags packed. If these hold tomorrow, for the next 24 hours, you better get your bags packed. I'm telling you that right now. Because they're going to get rid of slowly anything that doesn't work. Binance delists margin trading for Luna. Perpetual contracts. You can no longer do it. So what does that mean? That means people who were trading margin, they can't do it anymore. So why? Because it was so volatile. Because if you shorted, and this is what I'm telling you, if you shorted Luna at $80 the other day, if I shorted it, when I said Luna's going to be dead, and I'm like, I don't want to touch it. But if you shorted there, some people made millions and millions. And I mean, 99% crash, millions. How many 100%? Millions of dollars. I saw somebody make 6.5 million yesterday in 4 days from that short. And this is what patience is about. Patience, patience, patience. Imagine the people if they would have sold Amazon in 99. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's look. I'll bring you up some Amazon right now. All you got to do is look at history. And you'll know. Here we go. Amazon in 99. Looking very familiar. Double top. Right? Double top. Looked like it was going to zero. Very scary. So much the fact that's what happened. Amazon went down 99%. Are you ready? And from that point to right now, 39,000%. So when someone tells you, you know what? Holding is not a smart idea. You know what? I think I know the market's better on average. I'm going to get out all the time and get back in on the bottoms. You don't know. You know why you don't know? Guarantee you most people sold right there. And I'll tell you why. See that break? That $7 break? Once that breaks, people thought this was going to $1. No way. That break right there came back and back tested everybody. In fact, I know I'm going to go off course here. Amazon 1999 sell-off. It says investment still paid off. Yep. It says, what was it trading at in 1999? Look at this. Every single day, it started to drop. Boom, 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 boom. Open lows. Let's see. A bad day for Amazon. Here we go. Let's look at the Wired. 50% on Thursday. The stock closed at 107. Oh, reported losses, earnings. Jeff Bezos disclosed the company expenses losses deepened over the last year. Oh, it's so scary. It's horrible. We should sell it all right now. Oh, no. No, guys. And I can show you exactly what this chart is real quick. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to show you the other one. Watch. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you right now. We're going to visual tree, send to back. And then I'm going to settings this, and I'm going to thin it out just a little bit. Now I'm going to grow this chart for you. Okay? And I've talked about this, and I know you can barely see it in the back, so I'll show you. You have your high, you have your complacency high. Boom. And then on the way down, this right here is our capitulation. And then you have one more lower low, right? You have capitulation comes up down to anger. Then you have one more low after anger. It comes up, capitulates, and then down into depression. And then you're on our way back up. Right? People sell at that point thinking this what feels good. And that's not the point. That's not when you want to do that. And I just showed you. Now, does this apply to Luna? The market cap doesn't show it. The business model was crushed. This only goes on business model. If you are gambling and you are picking projects that are short term because of ROI turnaround as far as, staking or nodes or getting a percentage for holding it or whatever it may be, those projects are the ones probably going to zero. I'm going to be honest with you. Anything that is forcing to stake and having liquidity, those are going to zero. And Luna is a perfect example of it. And I go back to distributed ledger technology, something like an XRP, XLM, or Quant. Those have gotten down because the whole crypto has gone down. However, you have to know your fundamentals. Just because you think you can make a lot of money off it doesn't mean it's a long hold. Now, if you get out of those, I 100% agree. Not all things are hodls. I got out of a lot. I got out of XDC for me a long time ago. I got out of Gala. I said I got out of Gala early. It went up, and I'm happy I got out of it now, right? I got out of my first quant sell at 250. Glad I got out of that personally, right? Some things you have to get out of. And the whole market is right now. And the question is, can you go to a stable coin? If not, you'd have to go to cash. Why? What stable coin do you go into on these that you can purchase? If you're lucky, it's USDC. Let me see here. Yeah, I guess that's the only way to do that. Market cap dominance. I'm curious what that is right now. Yeah, USDC is trying to make a grab, and I believe altogether. And let me see if I can bring this up. I believe altogether. Let me see here. Altogether, that BlackRock and Citadel are involved in this. They work for the government. BlackRock is the fourth, and I've done multiple shows on BlackRock talking about them. But they are involved in this, and I'm not going to get into it. But BlackRock, this is an attack on crypto in general. They're going to get you into stable coins, and they're going to crash the stable coins. And now, I told you, I warned you, it was so horribly, so bad. We are the government. We're here to protect you. We're here to protect you because 1.28 billion liquidated in hours. We're going to protect you. We're BlackRock and the government. Well, people are making moves to move faster. Tether has moved over $1 billion USDT from Tron to Ethereum and Avalanche. So moved it off Tron, Justin Sun I think is Tron, and trying to protect it. Why? Because that's the next one to get attacked. Now we all know USDT, whatever. We all think they're paper fraud. No one thought the same with Terra Luna. Terra Luna is the one that crashes. USDT is the one we have to look at. Now USDC, backed by BlackRock, backed by Circle, is apparently backed by US Treasuries. But what are those right now? I mean, what are really those? What is money? What is backed by anything? And that's the question. You need to do that. You need to think about that. You need to think about that. Because Tether is next. That's what we're watching. A lot of pressure. So what do? You sell, you put it into Tether, and then you do what? Well, now I got to put it in USDC and then I got to cash it out and put it in my bank. My friend, as soon as you do that, now you're going to pay taxes. You might as well just hold. And that's the thing. Are you looking for a short-term gain? Or are you looking for long-term wealth? These are the times generational wealth is made. If you were going to sell, selling was November. I'm going to tell you that right now. Selling was in November. If you didn't sell in November, outside of, Luna, right, and other projects that suck, for lack of a better word, if you didn't sell then, you might as well hold. History just tells us this. And I'm gonna show you what history shows us. And I'm gonna go to the total market cap. Why am I not getting my total market? There we go. Thank you. History shows us this. And here's the issue here that I had on the total market cap. I didn't even notice this until I just came here. I haven't been here in a while. That just hit its 4.236. And it's come back. But as you can see, this is the market cap. It always goes down. You just got to have patience. Look at that. 78%. And then it goes on to go 35,000. Sound like Amazon? It's exactly what Amazon did. Oh, you think that's a one-time thing? Okay, let's check. Let's check. Down 86%. All right, let's flip it. And from there to its top, 3,118. Still upside. And that's the market cap. That wasn't Bitcoin. That was just the market cap. So when you see things like this, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Nah, I'm not going to play this, but Jay Clayton was on here talking Smizak, talking as a wake-up call, telling people to sell, telling people to put their stuff. Don't get it in stable coins. Get it in the dollar. That's all it is. This is what they want. Your money is safe with the Dixie. But then when we go and look at the Dixie, I got to see where I put that. Buy alerts. When we go and look at the Dixie, and I know I have a parabola here, which happens to be playing out. It broke back on top of this. I mean, the Dixie is wild right now. But that ride, I think, is almost over. I mean, we're hitting resistance over and over and over. Volume is topping. RSI is topping. And this is the most bloodiest push. After this push, I'm telling you, man, I don't say this often, and I don't say how pumped I'm getting, but my plan to wait until the middle of May to do this is working out. It had nothing to do with, it's just how God has laid things out for me. And I think this is the time such as this that we are going to do it. And so for you guys that don't know this, Charles Hoskinson said the global economy will collapse and it can't sustain itself. Again, everyone is panicking. Everyone is panicking. Do you think it collapses when everyone's ready for it? Or do you think it turns around, finishes, as you can see here, and I'll zoom this out for you. I'll show you what every single chart. Okay? Every single chart here has one more move to the top, guys. Are you ready for it? Everyone's screaming everything's coming down. This is when it's ready. When you're ready. What do you think? Is it all coming down, or am I just crazy psycho? Is anything I'm saying making sense to you? Anything? Good to have you here. Good to see what you have in mind. Comment below. Share this. Tell me I'm crazy. But I'm telling you right now, in the bloodbath is when you make money. It's when you make money. Your hodls will be down. There's no doubt in a volatile market, your hodls, I mean, Netflix is down 90, 70 something crazy percent. Something insane. I think, right? I think I have a tweet up here somewhere that talks about it, and I'll tell you. Yeah. Oh, did it not tweet out? I thought I tweeted it out. Maybe not. Let's see here. I'll tell you what it says instead. Netflix is down 72.4%. Facebook 43.9%. Amazon 36.8%. Tesla's down 30.5%. Microsoft down 22.5%. Google 21.6%. Apple 17.5%. Do you think it's done? That's the difference between the people who make money and don't. They buy when fear is at the bottom. Or at the top, however you want to say it. The highest fear has been in a long time is right now. Where do you sit? Where do you sit? This is your boy Christian Israel. Thank you for tuning in to the Daily Topics, the second section of Christ and Crypto in the Morning, where we come to talk about the market in threes. From a chart perspective, from a news perspective, and from a biblical perspective. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, do the social media thing. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Well, we are close to wrapping this show up. We got one more section left. We have our new creation section, but as you can see here, Luna and the market cap are dumping, and the total market cap of crypto is flipping. Where's this money going to go? Apes up 36%. Sometimes you have it. You're going to have 50% down days, followed by 500% days down the road. It happens. It is what it is. If you're attached to your market, told you, one thing I tell people, take your money to the side, burn it, forget about it. That's what you do with hodls. You want to play in the market on your own? Good for you, but how many people could cash out yesterday when it started crushing? Not many. Many people were forced to sell down here. By the time you could hit the sell button and get it sold, guarantee it was down 10 to 20% already. That gamble's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. Now, if this is your only income, then you should be doing a different type of trading, right? So your only income is this, then you need to be doing trades and buy alerts and stock market stuff. If your only income is this, you need to be smart about it. Don't chase 100%, chase 2-3%. Take the wins every day, 2-3%. Boom, 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 boom. That's all you got to do. Man. Okay, so before we get into the next section, and if you're getting off here, thank you so much for kicking it with me. I appreciate all that you do. We're going to go ahead and move on to the new creation section now. I think so anyway. Let's fade to black. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in today. This is your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. Actually, if you're watching this now, you're tuned into the third section of Christ and Crypto in the Morning, and this is the section called the New Creation Scriptures, where we're going to go over a biblical perspective of how we can look at the world and our life outside of what we do in the first two sections. In the first section, is called Long Sum, Short Sum. That's where we look at it from a chart and technical perspective of the markets. The second is the daily topics. We look at the markets from a news perspective. And now you're here where we look at the market and the world from a biblical perspective. And for me, the most important perspective. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you are here and you just did your first time, like, subscribe, do the social media thing. This is not a sponsored channel. So any way you guys can help would be wonderful. And how can you help? Easiest way, like, share, comment, subscribe. Cost you nothing. Appreciate you guys. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go to big screen. Let's see here. Big screen, big screen, big screen. Boom. All right. So I want to talk about today, where does my help come from? We've been hearing a lot in the markets today. Help me, help me, help me. Right? Terra Luna needing billions of dollars. People falling here. People don't have food, money, whatever it may be. I know we've struggled during this, right? Yeah, I can have nice things. It doesn't matter, but everyone is struggling. Gas in here, when I moved to Texas, gas was under $3. Now gas is at $4.19. And I drive a Tahoe. Looking to get an electric car out of all of this stuff. And that's the point. They're pushing. The enemy is pushing everybody to their breaking point. Everybody that you, even the services you use, their prices are going up, right? So how many people here are at work right now making more money than they did last year? People are wondering, where's their next meal going to come from? Is the stress going to go away? Who's going to help such and such in a time like this? And that's where we come to Psalms 121. Psalms 21:21 for me is a reminder that I hope it's also a reminder for you. And I'm going to read it to you because this is what we got. There's a show on Netflix that's called Don't Look Up. And it's got Leonardo DiCaprio on it and a whole bunch of people in that movie, right? It's about not looking up. They want you to look down so you don't focus on the end of the world. The Lord tells you quite the difference. He says here in verse 1, he doesn't. The writer of the Psalms passage says, I raise my eyes towards the mountains, opposite of looking down. Where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. God won't let your foot slip. Your protector won't fall asleep on the job. No, Israel's protector, your protector, our protector, God our Savior, never rests or never sleeps. The Lord is your protector. The Lord is your shade right beside you. The sun won't strike you during the day, neither the moon at night. The Lord will protect you from all evil. God will protect your very life. The Lord will protect you on your journeys, whether going or coming, from now until forever from now. And that's what I want to say to you. You have a protector who doesn't sleep, who doesn't let the peg slip, who doesn't have to rely on the dollar, who doesn't have to rely on someone else mining or someone else staking or someone else doing a job. In fact, the Lord doesn't have to rely on anyone else but you. And what does he rely on you for? To be faithful. What does he rely on you for? For your prayers. For your love. That's it. What does he want in return? You. Just all of you. Like, what does that mean? Ask him. Ask him to bring the Holy Spirit into your system, to your soul. Ask him. Ask Jesus to come into your life. Don't you want somebody who can calm the winds and the waves? That can heal the sick, cause the blind to see, the deaf to hear, the dead to awake. I mean, he walked on water. And then not even in that, in the process, Peter was able to walk on water until he looked at those winds and the waves and got distracted. And then he falls into the water. Jesus reaches out his hand and looks at him. And he's so close. All of a sudden he says, why'd you stop looking at me? Why'd you focus on all the things? Oh, you of little faith. Instead, raise your eyes to the mountains because your help comes from the Lord. All you have to do is have faith. All you have to do is have faith. Does it mean it will get better immediately? No. But I tell you this, don't focus on the charts. Don't focus on the Democrats. Don't focus on all the hell going on around you. Whatever is bothering you. Raise your eyes up towards the mountains and say, my help comes from the Lord. My help comes from the Lord. Where does your help come from? That's all I want to share. A nice little short passage. I pray for you. I hope you have a good day. This is your boy Christian Israel. This is the end of the new creation section. let's go ahead. God bless. I'll see you guys soon. Let's get up out of here. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. Okay, what's up, Speaky? Specky? Yeah. Specky asked a question. Do you think Luna will ever go back up? You know, the thing is with Luna, and then I'm going to go. Luna has to restore its peg for the UST, right? Terra does anyway. Okay? If that doesn't restore, we're in trouble altogether. But I can tell you this. The market cap's starting to head back up. AVAC's starting to head back up. This all should turn around soon. But we're watching the market caps. So if you want to know, Specky, the market caps is what we watch. And it's at $2.59 million right now. So, to be honest, Luna is in a coma. Luna is on the table right now. It has a ventilator on it. It's got IVs in its veins. And it's helping, and it has a machine helping control it breathe right now. That's what's happening with Luna. We watch the market cap, we'll get a better idea. So, that's the end of this show. I hope, Specky, thank you for stopping by. We're going to dive more into some things later. We're over time now. It's 10:09, 10:06. So let me get out of here. Got to make the wife some coffee this morning. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Remember these three things. Oh, I guess I should tell you. I'm your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. Here every single morning, Monday through Friday, live at 9 a.m. And of course, you know this by now if you're here. We talk about the markets in three. From a technical perspective, from a news perspective, and from a biblical perspective. This is Christ and Crypto with the whole show centered around Christ. I appreciate you guys for coming in. And please remember these three things. God loves you. I love you. You are loved. Until next time, guys. God bless. I'll see you later. I'm trying to figure out how to sign out right now. Oh, yeah. That's it. Right here. We're going to sign out. Later, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, you know, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.